Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Yo, yo, yo. So we are back. Shout out to Sherry. Shout out to Sandra. I believe Sherry might be coming back on. Sherry's been having technical difficulties with her internet. I think that's everyone. I think ever since this pandemic, uh, the internet uses, I could imagine the internet uses is like sky high because people are at home. So a lot of people are not working. They're using it online for work, maybe. Like
They're gonna be bugging.
they home,
They,
like kids are doing their schoolwork online. Like it's a lot. It is a
yo, that
lot.
and the electricity bills are gonna be off the like they're gonna be. I'm telling Cat, please pay your bills on time as if
Yes,
it's even though they suspended
yes,
it because they
yes,
about to hit you with something like $2,500 due by Friday, and you gonna
yes,
be like, what?
yes. And it trips
So
me out when people say stuff like, "Oh, oh, word, I ain't got to pay my rent in the first or this or the next month either because of this corona. I'm not gonna pay it, dude. You think they just going to skip over it completely? No, they're gonna find a way. That goes for the light. That goes for the water. That goes for the cable. They're going to find a way to where you have to up your payments now to catch up to get to those ones that you did not pay. Just pay it if you have it. If you working, pay it. Stop being ignorant. Okay, let's just
exactly,
be.
and I can understand if you don't got it
Just
because you're
come
not
on,
being being paid.
come on, man. They
Yeah.
don't think about it like this. They still send you bills even when you dead. They don't. They're not gonna stop the bill until you send somebody sends your that some proof that you passed away. So come on, man. Just pay your bills if you can, man. Don't be that guy. Don't be that woman. All right. But anyways, we're gonna get into it, man. This right here is my man cave segment of the day or the week, may I say. Now, recently, just recently, yesterday, I had posted something about what was it? Trying to think what it was. The Bill Lambier? No, it wasn't Bill Lambier. It was something I posted. I can't think of it at the moment. Fred, you actually commented on it, and then I had an old friend that commented right after, and this old friend has been actually one of my best friends from back like it had to been like maybe 10. I haven't seen him in 10 to 11 years now. Okay, and this guy right here is was my ride or die dude, my best friend. Like we consider each other like brothers. He responded and he hit me up and was like, "Bro, I try to reach out to you. Um, um, can we talk?" Type thing. Long story short, man. Just when I was in Florida, which was back in 2015, 2016, I found a picture of my boy getting married. The same guy that commented, and everybody was in there, but I wasn't included in it. I didn't get no invitation. I didn't get no nothing. I got pretty much the cold shoulder. And there was nowadays there's no excuse. You got ways to reach out to me. You got ways from internet to like just people. Yo, you got Ariel's number, you got Siah's number. There's ways you can reach out to me. There's ways you can find me. But y'all chose not to. Um, maybe this is an ego situation. Maybe this is hurt feelings. Maybe this is um, I'm just being bitchy at it. Like the fact that we haven't talked in very long. Um, I felt like we had that relationship where if when we do talk, we could just catch up from wherever we left off. It's just like me and Fuego. We could not talk for 2 or 3 months, but we could go ahead and call each other and say, "Hey, bro, what's going on, man? I just want to see how you doing. You know, everything good," and we catch up from there. I know recently, Fue with his mom was real sick. I reached out, you know, and he reached out to me, checking up on me with this whole quarantine stuff. We were able to do so. Didn't take much. He has my number. Even if he didn't have my number, he could hit me up on Facebook. There's ways of doing things. There's ways of contacting the people you truly love and you truly ride or die with. Jesse. I just hit up Jesse the other day. Hey, what's up, bro? Everything good, man? Everything good, man. I just want to tell you I love you, man. I love you too. I reached out to Ransom. Same thing. Hey, what's up, bro? Like, what's going on? Everything good? I'm good, man. I just want to tell you I love you. He said, I love you too. It's easy to do so, man. And when you don't do that and you choose to just continue with your life, like, yo, you know, I mean, life is life, bro. Everybody has their own life. Everybody has their own life. They have their different courses. God gives you different courses as individuals and as a family. You have your own courses. You separate after high school. You separate after this. A lot of the people that I used to be cool with in high school eventually broke up because we went different lives, military, you know, travel to different states, whatever. But it happens. It happens. You know, for you to be so ignorant to say, oh, we're going to be friends forever. And no. Just to tell you young folks that be watching this, some of y'all be watching this, that's still in high school, yo, don't think your friends are going to always be there, bro. Life could change your course real quick. You know, people could outgrow other people. You know, people get married quicker than others. You know, you can't define what your life is going to come to. You know, you can't party for the rest of your life. There's certain people that do party for the rest of their life, and that's why they lost a lot of friends. They don't know how to grow the fuck up. So, like, those things happen. So, Wade had a family, you know what I'm saying? That man has a football team, you know what I'm saying? I had to do that. So you know, I can imagine how many friends he lost in the process because he chose to not, I mean, we call it the grown-up route because it is married, a husband, a father is the grown-up route of things. Like, it's just, there's other ways of being grown-up. You could be single for the rest of your life and paying bills. That's grown-up. You know, you can have kids and be single and taking care of your kids and paying bills. That's grown up as well. There's different ways of doing things. But when you're still doing high school shit and you're 30-something years old, you get left behind. And I'm not saying that, and my fault. I'm gonna get to it. I always do this, but it's very personal to me. It's very personal to me. So with Brandon, same thing. I mean, he wasn't partying. He wasn't doing these shits like that or anything like that. He was grown up. Jordan too. Another one that are best friends, like my ride or die, my brother. You know, they went in separate lives, but they didn't warn him up. They didn't tell him up. They didn't say anything. Like, I lived my life too. You know, as a matter of fact, Jordan was the first one, had a young daughter. Now it trips me up when I see Ayana, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy how old this little girl is. Now she's like damn near 17 years old. Like, that's amazing to me, bro. It's amazing to me. So it's like, wow, like, you know, I remember when she was first born, man, and it's so good to see her so healthy and happy, man. So like, now it's like, okay, well, I was still there, you know, throughout all that when he was married to Vashon. I'm not gonna get into people's things, but whatever. I was there, you know, we were there. None of these two brothers of mine, ex-brothers of mine, didn't even see my youngest daughter yet. You know, like, they haven't seen her. They never seen her, I don't believe. So like, there's a lot of things that y'all missed that I was there for everything else that y'all went through, from y'all heartaches and breakups and all that, and dealing with baby mamas and all that crap. Like, I was there. And then when now I get disrespected and not get invited to a wedding, a big major part of your life changing stuff, like, and then we haven't talked in many years, and like, there's nothing like, all right, let's just put this nigga aside like that, bro. And y'all try to reach out now, bro, we can make peace, sure. But understand that it would never leave me, bro. Like, we can never be like that no more. Like, it'd be one phone call conversation, and that's it. We're not kicking off from there.
So
it's been a heartache, bro. Maybe that's an ego thing. You tell me, Foy. You the man outside. I know you knew Brandon, but you didn't know him. I know you knew Jordan, but didn't know him like that. So it's good that you didn't, because you tell me, bro, how, am I ego tripping, or is it me just,
so
oh,
the question I have, I have questions first. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go because I know how that feels. You know what I'm saying about when all of a sudden some people that you was rocking with, did I freeze? You hear me?
No, I'm hearing you. I'm listening.
Okay, that they just fall. Like all of a sudden they just don't call you, or you text them and it's short, and then they don't check up on you. You checking on them more than they check on you. So you start to say, why am I extending myself so much and you ain't asking me? I almost gotta remind you that I'm here with mine. So did that happen? That's my question. Or both of y'all just stop talking? Or did you like one day, you contact y'all cool and then y'all maybe miss a month out of talking to each other or maybe longer because you moved or they moved? And did you start reaching out and they didn't reach back or they were short with you or what was that like before I get into the other side?
Well, it was the crazy thing about it is it was like I think it started when Brandon went to Bahrain, right?
He
And
was in the
he
military?
was in the military. Both of them were. Both of them were. Eventually, Jordan left. I think he finished out his years in the Coast Guard, and he stayed in Virginia, whatever the case is. And then Brandon was in Bahrain. Now, there was a little fallout between us in general because of some wrongdoing. Again, I'm not going to get too in depth into people's business, but there's some wrongdoing. And then eventually Jordan went obsolete and he just dipped and went to a different state, moved out completely. Um, and that's when it was like, yo, okay, and I'm the one that's here. I'm married at this point. I already have my daughter, Jay. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Tammy was, I don't even think Tammy was even pregnant with Livy just yet. So it was just more like a fallout, like it just slowly just fell out. It wasn't no reason at all on my part. I was the man in the middle, okay? So when I say there was some wrongdoing, you could see where the wrongdoing was between. So it wasn't me, okay? So again, I got the short end of the stick, um, but I took it how it is. All right, well, we don't talk. We didn't talk. It wasn't like I reached out and they just like ignored me. But I was like, all right, when we get to it, we get to it. When we talk, when we talk. Everything is all good eventually,
Yeah.
right? So we took it out how it is. Before you know it, the years went by, and it was like, yo, I try to reach out. Like, none of these cats have Facebooks. So they had new numbers. Eventually, they end up getting Facebook accounts. By then, I started seeing pictures. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, what's up, bro? Like, we'll hit each other. Yo, happy Father's Day. Oh, happy Father's Day to you, man. We got to catch up. That's it. But it was never that time that we caught up, right? And then I see a photo, 2015, I believe it was 2015, 2016. I see a photo with the ones that had the issue together as
Oh,
the
okay.
person's
That's what I was
wedding.
gonna get at. I thought I see.
Oh, Sherry's gonna try to attempt again. So,
Okay.
that's what happened. And then it was like, yo, wait, hold up. I didn't get this invitation. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that. So what was that? What was that about? I hate that Sherry caught the end of this thing, bro. But
Sherry, basically,
Yes.
you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Siah was telling about the story. His homeboys, Jordan Brandon, how they was tight, and then all of a sudden, like it's kind of like they broke apart, and like they had a little rift in the relationship, but it really had nothing to do with Siah. And so it's like me and you are cool. Then all of a sudden, like all of us is beef. Like, say I beef with you, Sherry, right? And then we beefing, so that we kind of like stop talking and we go on with our lives, whatever. But Siah didn't really do nothing. He's still impartial to the situation. But then all of a sudden, in 2 years go by or a year go by, and they see us chilling with our kids and me and you chilling with my wife, your husband or whatever, or your kids, and we all in the Bahamas on a family vacation. So it's like, oh shit, so I'm the problem? That's Siah's like, so I'm out of it. Like,
Right.
why did y'all? How did y'all put me over here? And y'all like this now,
So
and y'all had the issue.
so Sherry, this what happened was, and I think I talked to you about this. I think me and you had a one-on-one on this where um, there was a wedding photo of Brandon's wedding, and Jordan was in it. Everybody else was in it, but me. There was no invitation on my side, whatever the case is. Bro, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be real vulnerable with everybody that watched this. I dead ass started tearing up, crying, right? Because these were my road dogs. These were my guys. You know this, Sherry. You know, we were always together. Like, that was my road dog. Him, Dumb, and Corey. Corey was the other one. Like, it was always my guys, right? And then now Brandon reaches out. This is why it got brought up. Brandon reached out yesterday on a post that I posted, and Quay commented on it. And then here comes the bottom line. Brandon comes up, and Brandon's not even on my friends list, which is crazy how he even bumped into it. I think either you shared it, Sherry, or something, or you maybe liked it because you had Brandon on your Facebook list. So I don't know, maybe he spotted it that way or whatever have you. But he commented, he was like, hey, bro, we got to, I've been trying to reach out to you, man. Can we talk? And it's been really hard for me to make peace. Now, Tammy is the only one with a straight head besides myself. It was like, babe, maybe this might be for you to make peace.
You know? I was about to say the same thing.
For you to make peace. But my thing is, I'm ready to make peace when I'm ready. And I'm like, and for my religion, like what I represent as a Christian, that's the wrong way of handling it. And I know it is. I'm dealing with my flesh. I'm dealing with my emotions. I'm dealing with just the fact that they shitted on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might not know it. They might not think it's light. They might think it's light, but it was heavy to me because that was a huge moment in your life, and you couldn't even send me an invite.
Well, I'm gonna stop you and say this. Well, I was gonna get that because if I have this conversation with Brandon, he may say the exact same thing you saying. And so Jordan might say the exact same thing that both of y'all said. They might be feeling that way. And once you guys talk, you like, man, this was some dumb shit. What the hell? Like, we both feeling the same way. But you mentioned ego, and that does. The ego is there that you like, nah, my ego won't let me bend just yet. I'm a do it when I want to do it. And that's stubbornness and could be a little ego, specifically with us men. I know that because I'm like that too. Like, I refuse to, and then I'm like, you know what? I'll give you a chance. And then if you burn, but it's still hard for me to come. Once I break, and I think you the same way, it's hard for me to get back to the way we were. Because now, depending on how many years you've been apart, I don't know you anymore. You could be a damn killer for that right now. I don't know you anymore. So I can't just automatically, yeah, we'll laugh about good times. We laugh about, we laugh playing ball when we was in high school and middle school, whatever. But then as soon as, that's the point, because I don't know you now. You could be the biggest crack dealer on this side of town, and I don't want my family around that. Or you could be thinking about me the same way. So I have to get to know you all over again, like we just met.
I don't want to. Sherry, I'm gonna let you.
Like, no, but you might come to that. Maybe this is the way, but you got to tie that bow. Like, put a bow, because it gets in your subconscious, because it's not the first time I heard this. So this is in your mind, even before he even hits you, it still bothers you. So even if when you talk, you may tie a bow in it and say, I can't do it no more. I don't fuck with you. I just can't rock with y'all. But that still tied the bow. And now it's out of your mind. Is that door is locked away, and it's just done. It's dissolved. But if you don't, it's going to always linger. And you might become tight again. I'm not saying either way.
Right.
But Sherry, my fault. Go ahead. Sure.
I'm just going to say, I'm not set up that way. I can come back from somebody who I had beef with better than I can come back from somebody I used to be best friends with. I don't know why that is, because it's like, you know, like I'm just one of
I
those.
know.
I'm just one of those people is like, you know, like, you know what you get with me. You know what I'm saying? And if I've been friends with you for, and I know because I just went through this, I just lost a friend of almost 20 years over some dumb stuff, right?
Wow.
I've been
Oh
friends
my
with you for so long. So you know who I am. You accept my flaws. I've accepted yours. Everybody has flaws. Now, I feel like when you get so upset with me and we're at almost 40 years old, we're in our mid to late 30s at this point, right? We've been friends for all this time. And you get mad at me over some petty stuff and stop talking to me, and you know you owe me an apology. What you're telling me is that you've outgrown me, right? Or that I'm not good enough to be your friend or something, because I'm not going to sit here knowing what happened and then you try to make me look like I've done something wrong when I've done nothing but be who I've always been to you for the past however long. You feel some type of way, and that's fine. So you can take your some type of way and go about your business. I can come back from like a friend, like if I haven't been cool with you or we had beef in the past and we didn't get along in the beginning, I find it easier now to be cool with those people because it's a clean slate, because we wasn't never really cool before. But when we was cool for all that long time and then you dissed me hard or whatever you want to do, you played me to the left or whatever the case may be, I don't want to be friends with you no more, because it's a high chance that this is going to happen again.
And that
I was maybe I never knew you from the very beginning.
Yeah. And then you got to understand too, like going, because I'm, like I said, I go all sides, as y'all know. I'm giving just different perspectives. You know what I mean? So that's one. Sherry's was another. And another way that my connection is unstable right now. Just let y'all know if I cut out. But you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the way I look at it too is that, remember when y'all were friends, y'all was kids. There's a difference. Y'all was kids. Y'all might not have rocked with each other as adults if y'all first met as an adults, because you're an adult. It's just different. There's a lot of friends that I have that you know. I'm not gonna bring in because I don't want them to feel bad or disrespect. But a lot of friends that was close. I'm talking about, like you said, brother, all of that we have nothing in common anymore. Not just because I'm married, not just because they might be married, not just because they might be single. It's just we don't have anything in common. I like playing video games. Guess who likes playing video games? Siah. I like running my mouth on the show. He like doing that. I like ball. A lot of my friends that I had back in the day, they don't do none of that no more. They don't. I'm like, yo, you know, they don't even know who the top NBA scorer is or nothing. I talk to them about James Harden, and they kind of know who he is because he's famous, but they don't know who Terry Rozier is, and that bothers me. Like, what the hell? So I have no what conversation can I have with you at this point? So it might be a mutual, like, we just don't have anything in common because you guys were young, you know what I'm saying, the neighborhood and things like that. You know what I mean? But if y'all just happen to meet today, y'all might not. But I agree with Sherry that's why it's hard for me, because if you close to me and you do me like that, that's the most hurt, because I expect a stranger to treat me like that.
Exactly. And when when I'm hurt by something like that and I don't understand, like, I have a problem with situations I can't comprehend. Like, if I don't understand why it was that deep or whatever, or you did, or as
Shit. Come on, baby. You could come back.
Fuck, every time
she could come back. She could go in. I know she could go in too. Like, it's like,
look at the mouth. Let me stop.
She could go in.
Yeah, about to.
Where, bro? Like, she could go in. At least she tried though, and she got at some point.
I'll wait.
Yeah, I'll wait too. I'm gonna talk a little bit, and hopefully she could come back. But that's what I agree with Sherry, and I agree with you too, bro. You have that's the common logic of doing things. Yo, just make peace. My wife has the common logic of doing things. That is the right, correct way of doing things.
No, that's the Jesus way. That's the way Jesus wants us to do.
Yeah, just make peace. Say, hey, yo, we good. Because what it is you don't know what they doing in their mind. Like, maybe they going like, yo, every time this is mentioned, they think of me or whatever the case is. It's like, dog, I did him wrong. You just don't know. You never know. And you can make peace with that person's mind by saying, bro, we good. But see, my thing about it is, I'd rather come up and say, make something like this, like a voice memo, because I don't want a back and forth. There's nothing that you could say to me at this point that be like, okay, you know what? Yo, I think we could be friends. We could just, start it off from here. Because at the end of the day, my mind is made up, bro. And like I told Tammy too, like my mind was made up. I'm done. Like to rekindle a relationship. And yeah, I'm gonna sound like that. Relationships don't just go with man and woman and rekindling and stuff. It also goes with men to man or woman to woman. Rekindling, like starting all over. I'm not in my point of age to be starting all over with no relationship at all.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like that. I'm gonna tell you like this. Like from Tammy's point of view, she's doing it the when I say the biblical way, and I don't want to get all religious on it, but like I just as much as everybody else, like I'm a Christian and I study the Bible. I don't always agree with everything that humans have to say. So if I don't agree with a pastor, that doesn't mean I'm against the religion or I'm against the way of life. That's not me. I just agree with that human and what they're saying. My situation is that you can forgive somebody and not rock with them still. So I don't know, and I think that's like to Tammy's point, you could make amends and close that chapter. And just like I've done that with exes. I closed the chapter so my bitterness isn't there anymore, but I still don't mess with you. I just don't mess with you. So it could be that your bitterness doesn't have to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying is that you can get rid of that and still feel like, yo, I can't do it because I cannot trust you no more. I feel like I can't trust that again because that hurt me and I don't know why. But see, I would be interested to know why that happened. If I was you, I would just be interested to say, yo, why wasn't I on the invite? Yo, what happened there? You forgot? Like, what was there? That hurt me, man. Like, and talk. Even if I'm not gonna talk to you again, that's just me. I'm just interested in shit like that. I just want to know.
And for me personally,
maybe I did something.
Yeah, for me personally, I don't care at this point. Like, I don't care. It sucks that I think this way. And real talk, like if Brandon never texted me that message, bro, life would have continued on. I forgot about those dudes. Like, I'm a light switch. And and Sherry, I think she's a Taurus as well, because that also plays a little part as well when it comes down to that. She's absolutely right. There's a difference between my worst enemies, that had an issue with me because of miscommunication of what people said or whatever the case is. And then that conversation would be a very interesting one, but I'd be willing to listen. I'd be willing to hear. I'd be willing to talk because it'd be a weird conversation. Bro, so-and-so said this, that, and the third about you. So that automatically made me not rock with you. And he was like, man, and I'm an idiot for that because you were nothing like that. I was like, bro, I appreciate that. It's crazy how they said that, right? I'm like, yo, that's crazy. How long ago was that? Yeah, that's crazy. That conversation. I don't mind that conversation. But to find out, now I got to find out why I didn't get invited to my best friend's wedding. Bro.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. I don't want to know. I don't care at this point. Like that joint, I wanted to know then. And the thing about it is I responded. And I sent a message to both. No, actually, Jordan was not even on that joint because he wasn't on Facebook. But I responded to Brandon.
Yesterday?
What's up?
You said yesterday or you talking about back then?
No, back then with the wedding. With the wedding, I sent a message back then with the wedding. I was like, I seen the picture. I was like, yo, check this out. And then my mom was there, I believe, at that. Yeah, I think my mom was in the house at that time. She was visiting. Because we lived next door to each other. She came over or whatever the case is to hang out with us. And I seen her, I was like, what the hell? What is this? So I sent a message to him. I was like, man, I guess my invitation got lost in the mail. Being funny. Maybe my invitation got lost in the mail, right? No response.
Well, then that's different. Then that's
See?
different. You reached out.
And
I know all that. That's why I said let me
my
ask
bad.
questions.
My
I
bad.
know all that.
And
I know that you attempted. I thought you just saw it and did
no,
a fuego and just got mad.
no.
Because
No.
that's what I do. I do
No,
that shit a lot. I ain't
no,
gonna.
no, no, no. Because again, at that moment, this is how I am. At that moment, I see something. Yo, I need answers. Why is this
Mhm.
like this? You know, it's just like you learning something. Oh, wait. How you did that? Because you just seen it for the first time. You got it for that moment. So you answer it at that moment. Guess my joy got lost in the mail, right, bro? I got nothing. No
Yeah.
excuse. No, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Nothing. Bam. Now you want to reach out to me. What? 5 years later? After that comment? Bam, I don't care at this point. All that is done. And that's why when make peace makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. Making peace makes sense. I understand that completely. But the way I'm working, this is why we calling this the men's ego. Part of it is the men's ego because it got hurt. You damaged it. But I'm like a light switch. I turned off. As soon as I got over it, I turned off of that whole situation. J, B, all of them. Like anybody that even moms. I call them moms to this day. Jordan's mom, Stephanie, reached out. Hey, Jordan wanted me to reach out to you. And here's his number. Just hit him up when you get the chance. Did I hit him up? No.
Oh, he did. So why couldn't he hit you? I don't understand that. So his mother hit you up.
On Facebook.
So
On Facebook.
so he doesn't have Facebook.
Either he had it and then he deleted, because I know he had it at one point, but he deleted it. I don't know
Oh,
what
I
to
didn't
do.
understand. Okay, it's Facebook, so I'm not. Okay. I was just questioning. Again, there's no hate towards because, like I said, I knew dudes from like I knew Jordan. When I say more, I talked to him more. I think than I've told to Brandon. Like I know who both of them are. You know, if I see them in the street, but I can't say I've had a detail like I've ever done anything. But like on the basketball court, we did a couple things with you or whatever. But nothing. I can count the times on one hand how many times. No reason. Had no issue. Thought that they cool as shit. Like I had no reason to like anything negative about either one of them. Nothing negative ever. So this was surprising to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. Never. I think I might have met my man through Ben Bond because me and Ben Bond was cool. Now, see, the thing is, Ben, shout out to Ben Bond and everything he's doing. Yeah, I gotta check my man out. But he all of a sudden one year we was close. We were getting fronts. We had the the little silver joints and told people it was platinum. We we was doing all them joints.
Right.
Then all of a sudden the next year he was real short. What's up, man? Like I was like, what? And I told him. He said, I did that shit. He was like, bro, I don't even remember that shit. He said, I'm sorry, man. I ain't mean because I was wondering because I was like, yo, this dude is different. But then I started seeing I was hanging around a bunch of wild folks back then. Maybe he was getting out of that mindset and he thought I was going deeper in and just wanted but he said, dude, I don't even remember what you're talking about. It could have been anything at that moment. He could have been going something family wise, but I assume, but see, he never did me like that. Like because and we weren't like best friends like that, but we were real cool.
Right.
So any chance he gets when he hits me up, he'd be like, yo, bro, I got this new joint, man. If you invest in, he won't ask me for no money. Same thing with Dante. Dante will hit me up, yo, I think you should get on this thing with money. Because I know you know what I'm saying, you've told me whatever, and then he'll just say, what's good? He'll answer me back and all that. But it feels like some of the guys that I was the closest with, Hollis, that's a dude. The dude lived across, like he's like the first person I met in Virginia. And we was like, I mean, yo, families knew each other, everything. The dude don't hit me up. He hit Marquise up more than me. I hit him up actively. And then I stopped because I'm like, maybe I'm bothering him apparently. He apparently don't want to rock with me. I don't know what the hell I did. But I ain't gonna stress it, but it's in my head. I personally want to talk it out, see what happened. But I have a feeling that if you talk it out, man, it's going to go down. Y'all can rekindle. And I don't know why Yvonne's going to make buckets. I think she meant nuggets. I don't know what buckets are, because I don't want no bugs for dinner. But anyway, you
Buggets.
pause, and he's stupid. He laughed. She said, I want some buckets. But anyway, I have a feeling that you still, if you're like me, it's just always gonna be there. You might be cool, y'all might laugh it off, but then after that, that's really it. For a little while, then y'all talk again. But I don't know if you guys, if you're like me, it'll be hard to go back to what it used to be.
Because it's none. That's the
But you
problem.
can put it away.
But that's the
You
problem.
know?
I don't want to go back. Like this, the whole point of life is going forward. Like my life is man. I could really think back. Like every other day, sometimes once a week, maybe twice a week. Um, I think back like, man, from where I came from. Like I have those thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I make it seem like I'm freaking 80 years old, like my life is about to end any second, like a heart condition or whatever the case is. But that's how I think, bro. I gotta be grateful for every day of my life, bro, because your life is not guaranteed tomorrow. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So like sometimes I sit in my little man cave or whatever, I chill, I'm like, man, yo, like look at where I came from, like to where I'm at now. How comfortable we are. Like my wife is able to order on Amazon and she could go a little crazy if she likes. And it's fine. We good. You know, like I don't know where Fuego went. But anyways, it's just great to feel the fact that we could just chill, man. Like we could sit back. I see you disappear, but I kept talking. But we could just sit back and chill and just be relaxed. Like yesterday we cooked out. I cooked on the grill, you know. Cooked on a grill that was mine, you know what I'm saying? I sat on a deck that was mine, that I bought these chairs that was like, you know, those things is very cherishable, bro. With my kids eating healthy. You know, like my kids are healthy, well, throughout this whole corona pandemic shit that's going on, they are so healthy and well. You know, how you call it? Eating from chicken, barbecue chicken with some fries and some a potato salad, stuff like that. Just sitting in the night in the dark while we had these lights that we had wrapped around our deck, and it lights up. And we just got trampoline. You know, the girls were jumping. Well, we've been had that for a little bit, but jumping on a trampoline in the dark, like just enjoying, just sitting back, relaxing, letting the breeze go through our face, eating. It was a great feeling, bro. And I don't want to mess that up. You know what I'm saying? Like the decisions that you make, even letting people in, even having conversations to kind of get your brain to trigger a certain way or a certain thing, it could easily happen.
Yeah.
So what I do, bro, I rock with the people I rock with. I got a handful of people I call family. I don't have friends, I have family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. So that's pretty much that's all I'm gonna have. I'm not adding nobody else. I'm not adding, even if it's old relationships. This is a waste of time to me. I don't care. And it sucks that I feel that way. Yes, it does. I just don't care. I don't care if what happened, and let me explain why this, that, and the third, or you gonna give me that dumb look like, oh, I didn't know, or oh man, my bad. Like I don't want to. No, bro. No, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. Like I'd rather just go ahead and just, you know what, bro? Just keep it how it is. I seen a beautiful picture of you and your family, your beautiful wife, your 3 kids. It looked like he has one of the girls. Maybe not be his because it don't look like him. Maybe that's his stepchild. Whatever, that's beautiful, man. Keep that. Keep going. Don't worry about, like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. And I hope you listening. Like, I just want you to let you know, and Jay and everybody that had to do with back in the day, don't come and try to rekindle relationship with me at all. Okay? You weren't there to help. You weren't there when we were in a 1-bedroom apartment in Norfolk. You weren't helping. Okay? You weren't helping. You might have helped us move that one time. Whatever. Cool. But at the end of the day, me, my God, and my family is enough to go forward. It's just, that's it. That's it. I don't need nobody else to come back and rekindle, bro. And that's, you could call that an ego trip. You could call that whatever. I just don't care. I love y'all from a distance. I pray for y'all. That is completely different. Like, that's different. I'm going to always forever love y'all. I'm going to forever pray for y'all. But to rekindle relationships, to be buddy again, that is over. That is locked. That is sealed. I don't need no explanation. I'm straight. I'm cool. Let's move on. Just like this segment. We're going to move on. Yo, we're going to get into What the Fuegos. We got any What the Fuegos?
Yo, the What the Fuegos, the protesters on DC. You're protesting once again a virus.
Hold on. Before you start that What the Fuego, that's why I asked.
I'm
going to go ahead and pause it because we're going to shut this down. We're going to go into intermission real quick. We're going to go into commercial breaks. And we'll be right back with What the Fuego.
This is What the Fuego.